Guys, welcome to my office this morning. I just got up a little bit ago, and actually not too long ago, but I look like I just woke up. So Nike sneakers pushed back the space hippies today because of everything that's going on. And honestly, I don't blame them. I probably wouldn't want to be shipping out shoes during all this chaos, and a large drop. You're going to end up having a lot of problems. Who knows what's going on? So all these retailers and all these stores are holding up on releasing stock for certain items, and that affects everybody's business. It affects you, it affects me, it affects everybody. These little steps that you guys think you're taking towards protecting your rights, I don't think it's working. I think that a lot of us are very misguided on the approach that we take to try to get people to listen to what we want, and ultimately it's sales. You have to figure out in sales, you got to figure out what it is the other party wants. What is it that the other person wants? You're not just going to be able to go out and stomp your feet like a little kid and break shit and then get what you want. The world doesn't work like that. And I know that I'm not talking to you guys, and we're speaking just in general, that it is getting messy out there. And, I hate to see the United States break down like this, because ultimately we were one of the strongest countries in the world. United we stand, and all this crap that everybody spits out. But yet when the times get tough, we start fighting against each other and fighting, really ruining our own country. That's what we're doing. We're ruining our own country. And now you can't even buy a fucking sneaker because the companies are afraid to even open back up. The warehouses have been looted and robbed, and all this stuff happened. So we're in a very weird time. It got even weirder. I thought it wasn't going to be able to get worse. I thought, with this virus that was it. But no, it's getting worse and worse and worse. So as time goes on, who knows what we're going to see next. But I can tell you there's consequences. Every reaction, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And I believe things will happen. Things will change. And I don't know if it's going to be for the better. Quite frankly, I'm worried that it's not going to be for the better. It's going to be worse, a lot worse. So, even in my house, I make sure that I keep weapons around. I have protection here at the house. I pay attention closely to who's in and around my neighborhood. Obviously I got sneakers back behind me. I make sure that I'm protected at all times, because I want to make sure that my family's safe, and no lunatic out there is going to take away from my peace of mind and from my family being safe. And there's nothing that I won't do to protect what I have here, what I've worked so hard for. There's nothing that I won't do to protect it. And I know a lot of you guys are like that, and I know that's why you're fighting so much and why you're so upset with everything that's going on. I'm irritated too, and I'm not even, involved really. If I was, a young black kid that was coming up, I could understand that this is a very tough time, and there's a lot of things going against you guys. I get that. We got to try to work together to help educate people and have people understand that everybody's different, and because people are different doesn't necessarily make it right or wrong. What is right or wrong? What's wrong is you saying that my way is the highway. That's fucking wrong. What you really need to do is open your eyes a little bit. You need to get educated. You need to get around the world and recognize that not everybody's like you. Not everybody's going to believe the same things as you. Not everybody was exposed to the same things or taught the same beliefs. In fact, even with me and my family, compared to my friend who was raised in the same town, same area, same school, maybe he even went to the same church, who knows? He's going to end up being different because of his belief systems, his experiences. Who knows what dark things people have dealt with that's creating some of this, panic and what's triggering people to go out and do some of these things. It's beyond me to try to understand. And that's why I say, don't try to think that you can understand other people, but take it with a positive mindset and open mind to say, hey, I don't understand this part of it, or I don't understand what those people are saying or doing, but that's because they've seen something that I haven't seen. They understand something maybe different, or they're confused. A lot of times people are confused. But without ranting too much, I just wanted to throw a video out. It's a weird time. Just keep your head up and try to do the right thing. You know, I look at, when I'm out in the world, how can I help people? What can I do? You know, I pulled up to the bank the other day. There was a huge line. You know, I had a pretty large check, and I didn't want to put it through the machine. I didn't want it to get shredded in the machine. I was like literally afraid to, one of my larger checks, and I didn't want to put it through the machine. So I went to the bank, and I had them, there's a drive-through, and you pull up to the bank, and there's a couple cars in like parking spots next to where the bank entrance is, and there's a car in line, and I'm coming from like the other side, so I'm sitting in the middle of the road waiting to like pull into the bank. I'm like, cars going around me, it's chaos. So once one of the cars pulled out of that first parking spot, the other car was still sitting in the parking spot, not moving. I like turned around and backed in, so I was on the other side of the road. And then I realized that the lady that was in the parking spot was going to the bank too. So I got out of the car. I talked to that lady for a little bit. I told her, I said, hey, I recognize that I didn't realize you were going into the bank, and now I cut in front of you. Do you want to go around me? And she said no. And I said, no, you better go around me. I'm just going to pull my car. I'm going to leave my car right here. Let me wave you around. When this car moves here, you can pull up around me. And I waited at that bank for 40 minutes. But I didn't feel so bad about it. Maybe I could have saved myself 5 or 10 minutes by being selfish. And that's what a majority of people do. You know, and what that does is it creates this culture of everybody being irritated at everybody else because everybody's selfish and everybody wants to put themselves first. Why don't you try putting somebody else first and then see what that does for you? It makes you feel good. You feel good, you look good, you act good, you are good. So, you know, that's what I would push on this channel, is just trying to go out and understand that people are different. You're not going to understand what the hell they're thinking. And, you know, to try to do the right thing, try to help people, try to change the vibe that's going on. We got a bad vibe here in the United States, fucking bad. We need to change it. So anyways, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Mostly it's sneaker stuff, a lot more exciting than talking about this bullshit, but I just had to get it out to you guys. They moved the Space Hippie sneaker release back. So the Space Hippies are going back, and you're going to see those come out on 7/3 at 10 a.m. I think all of them are dropping. Let me check. Yeah, 7/3, the whole package, the t-shirt, the shoes, all 4 or 5 of the shoes, I think that they're dropping. So that's it, guys. Hit me up. I did straight pipe my BMW, so I got some videos that are coming out for you on that. I think I just took a video last night that I could upload, a short clip that there's one on my Instagram too, so go check that out. Instagram is @ShoeStockX. @ShoeStockX, that's my sneaker Instagram. And then I got @DrewPHolmes, @DrewPHolmes. So just my name, just like YouTube, with a P in the middle for